Hey guys, Natalia Schneimler here. I help boy moms have a better relationship with their sons and themselves by teaching them the tools how to manage their mind so that when anything comes up in life, they know exactly how to take care of themselves and their kids.
Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to share with you this book that I just finished, which I really enjoyed. It's called Astronaut's Guide to Life by Chris Hadfields. He's a Canadian astronaut, a real astronaut who just recently, I think, retired and talks about his life as an astronaut and his journey and everything. And I found it all really interesting and learning about life as an astronaut and what's like in space and everything. But my biggest takeaway from it was that most of the life, most of the day, most of the time astronauts spend in their life preparing for space trip, right? Most of their life, years and years upon years. It could be, even just for one spacewalk, they could be training for months, learning all the systems, and they spend many months and years preparing for all the scenarios that could go wrong. They practice them and they ask themselves, what is the next thing that can kill me? So they have to go through all these terrible scenarios on launch and landing to know how to react in a calm way, what to do, what things to check, etc. And they spend time practicing in the pool, in the zero gravity lab, which is basically they're in the pool, dressed up, and practicing walking in space and doing work in space. And what else? They practice even putting on their suits. Anything that they can. The only thing that she said they didn't practice was going to the bathroom in space. But a lot of the time, most of his career, most of the time as an astronaut is spent preparing and anticipating and practicing. And I found that super interesting because most of our job as moms is also anticipating situations and therefore preparing for them. And I found a direct correlation from preparing for situations and having good outcomes in situations. And it might seem obvious to you as I say it, but there has been so many situations in life where you think, oh, this should be fine. And then you get into it and you realize that you didn't think of sticky hands or spare clothes or wet socks or whatever, right? It's something that you completely didn't think of or prepare for. And on the other hand, if I've had situations where, like, I remember this one time when we went camping and I pre-cooked bacon. I was so prepared for this trip and I thought of everything ahead of time to such a degree that I even pre-cooked bacon. And that morning when we were having coffee with bacon, that felt like an epic success because everything was so thought through and I prepared for all of these situations and I had everything that we needed. So this book, he talks about that in space, and I think it's transferable, and he also believes to life on Earth. Preparation makes things so much better. And, when you think of things for me as a mom, as I think of things, at first it didn't seem to me like I should prepare for such basic situations like a trip to the grocery store or anything in real life, in like life as a mom. But as I look at it from an astronaut's point of view and allow myself to think, okay, preparation is really important, then I think, well, yes, I should spend time on preparing for so-called like simple things or simple situations and really make that important and invest in preparation, invest in time preparing and thinking through things. And that, for me, was a surprising takeaway, because I could relate as a stay-at-home mom, as a coach. To me, I see the value of preparation so much. And I think that there's maybe even a little bit of shame thinking, okay, why do I have to prepare for such simple things in life? But because, I should be able to figure it out and everything should flow naturally and smoothly. And that's just not true. I think things in life, taking care of other humans, actually require time to spend time preparing, thinking, planning, anticipating, more than we're taught, right? If I was to teach a course on being a mom, that will be a big part of it, is preparation, anticipation, and planning. And so that was my takeaway. I really highly recommend that book. I enjoyed it. I love autobiographies, biographies, and send me any recommendations that you loved. I would love to read them. And I hope this encourages you to plan for even the simplest things, and they will make a difference, to prepare for them, to think of like the worst case scenarios and be ready for them, and you will be able to handle things easily. Like I always, whenever we have to go somewhere with the kids, I always ask myself in my mind, like, what's the worst that can happen? Well, we either are late or we have to skip it, for example. And then the next question is, am I ready for that? And my job is simply to get ready for that. And then it's not a failure. Then I can work around it. Or then I think, okay, what can I prepare now so that we are not late or we don't have to skip it? And what will I need? What will the kids need, etc., right? So you go through the line of doing that more consciously. And at the end, you can always ask yourself, what else? What else do I need? What else am I missing? And you kind of go through the motions. Okay, what will I do? What will I do next? What will I do next after that? What will I do next? And after it's done, what will I need after? Okay, the kids will be starving after. Okay, that's then I will need to have snacks, or the kids will have wet clothes. I'll need to change of clothes, or anything like that, right? So, but if you go through that in your mind, then you will be a lot more prepared than you would be without doing that. All right, guys, some mom inspiration for you. Preparation is 90% of astronauts' life. And why wouldn't we make that part of our life? Why wouldn't we also do the same? Okay, guys, love you all. If you have any questions, if you want help with your relationships, and the reason why I'm sharing these things that help us in life, right? Why would I share this preparation tip? Because an unprepared mom is a mom who is not that on top of things, who's not organized, who's upset, who is angry, who is just not her best, and therefore cannot support her kids, is fighting with her kids maybe, and it's just a strain on any relationship. And so that's why I want to make your life easier and have you be prepared. And if you are struggling in any of those departments, then please come and I'll help you, and then you can walk away completely organized. So go to my website, www.coachingnatalia.com, and go to sign up for a free session, and I will talk to you in Zoom. I love you all. Bye.